Good morning, class 9 students. Today is 9th of December. We are studying chapter number 4, Structure of Atom. Children, previously we have studied in chapter number 4 that about the discovery of the electron, proton and neutron. It was very difficult to know about the structure of atom. It means how the electron, proton and neutrons are embedded in an atom. And different models are proposed by different scientists about the structure of the atom, like the Thomson model, the Rutherford's model. But they are not able to define everything clearly about the structure of atom. That is why there are some drawback in their model. But at present, the concept of atom was given by Niels Bohr. And the Bohr's model of atom can be described as the atom is made up of the three particles, electron, proton and neutron, in which the electrons have negatively charged, protons have positive charge and the neutrons have no charge, means they are neutral. And due to the presence of equal number of negative electron and positive proton, the atom on the whole is considered as neutral, or the atom is electrically neutral. The second point of the Bohr's model is that the proton and neutrons are located in a small nucleus at the center of the atom. And due to the presence of proton, nucleus is positively charged. Because neutron is uncharged and proton is positively charged, the overall charge on the nucleus is considered as the positive charge. It means the nucleus of atom is positively charged. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in a fixed circular path called energy level or cells. And there are given number of cells as cell number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. And they are denoted alphabetically as K, L, M, N, O, P, etc. The energy levels are counted from the center outwards. The third point of the Bohr's theory is there is a limit to the number of electrons which each energy level can hold. Means in a particular energy level there is a certain fixed number of electrons. And each energy level or the cell is associated with a fixed amount of energy. Means the cell which is nearest to the nucleus having the minimum energy and the cell which is farthest from the nucleus having the maximum energy. There is no change in the energy of electron as long as they keep revolving in the same energy level and the atom remains stable. It means the change in the energy of the electron takes place only when it jumps from a lower energy level to a higher energy level, or when it goes down from a higher energy level to lower energy level. Means when an electron gains energy, it jumps from a lower energy level to the higher energy level, and when electrons come down from higher energy level to a lower energy level, it loses its energy. Means that there is a change in the energy of the electron which takes place only when the electrons change their energy level. These all are the short revision of the chapter which you have studied previously. Now today we are going to study about the atomic number. Children, we know that the protons are present in the nucleus of an atom, and it is the number of proton which is present in atom which determines its atomic number. We can define the atomic number as the number of protons in one atom of an element is known as the atomic number of that element, and it is denoted by capital Z. Means the capital Z means the atomic number is equal to the number of protons present in the given atom. In a normal atom, means in a neutral atom, the number of proton is equal to the number of electron. And because of the number of proton equal to the number of electron, the atom is electrically neutral. It means you can say that the atomic number is also equal to the number of electron. But this condition is only for the neutral atom, not for the ions, because in ions the number of electron is different from the number of proton, as the atom loses or gain the number of electrons in its cell, and that is why the number of electron varies in comparison to the number of proton. Means the number of proton is stable, and that is why we can say that the atomic number of the atom is always equal to the number of proton present in the given atom. Children, only the electrons of an atom take part in the chemical reaction, and the proton do not take part in the chemical reaction. So, during a chemical reaction, the number of electron in the atom may change, but the number of protons remains the same. And that is why the atomic number of the element does not change during a chemical reaction. It remains the same. Means it is clear from the above discussion that the atomic number of an element tell about the two things. First one is it tells about the number of protons present in one atom of the element, and secondly it tells us the number of electron in one normal atom of the element, but not in the case of ions. For example, if you are talking about the sodium atom Na, whose atomic number is 11. So, by this atomic number, it is very clear that the number of proton is 11, because number of proton is equal to the atomic number. So, number of proton will also be equal to 11, and in an atom, normal atom, the number of electron is equal to the number of proton. So, number of electron is equal to number of proton. It means number of electron will also be equal to 11. So, by the help of atomic number, you are able to find the number of proton as well as the number of electron of a neutral atom. Now, the next topic is mass number. Children, an atom consists of proton, neutron and electron, and the mass of the electrons is negligible. The real mass of atom is determined by the protons and neutrons only. The total number of proton and neutron present in an atom of an element is known as its mass number, and mass number is also called as atomic mass, and it is denoted by capital A. Mass number A is equal to proton plus neutron, means mass number is equal to the number of proton plus number of neutron, means A is equal to P plus N, and you all know that number of proton is equal to the atomic number. So mass number can be represented as A is equal to Z plus N. Z is the atomic number and N is the neutron. So you can represent the mass number in the form of atomic number as A is equal to Z plus N, and in the form of proton and neutron you can represent it as A is equal to P plus N. Now the question is that how can you represent the mass number and the atomic number of an element? Suppose an element X whose mass number is, let small a, and its atomic number is small b. So how can you represent the atomic number and atomic mass of that element X? So you can represent the atomic mass and atomic number of the element X is as mass number is written here in the left side in the top, and the atomic number will be represented in the bottom side of left hand side. So it is the mass number and it is the atomic number of the element X. For example, sodium Na, its atomic number is 11, so it can be written here, and its atomic mass is 23, so it can be written here. So in this way you are able to represent the atomic number and atomic mass of any element. Now do some numerical problem based on these topics about means on mass number and atomic number. The numerical is calculate the atomic number of an element whose atomic nucleus has mass number 23 and number of neutron is 12. And what is the symbol of that atom or element? So our solution, what is given? Number of neutron, it is 12. And what you have to find? Atomic number means Z. And what is also given? Mass number means A is equal to 23. So you have to find Z. So here we will use the relation that A is equal to Z plus N. Means atomic number is equal to The atomic mass is equal to atomic number plus number of neutron. Here atomic number is given 23. Atomic mass is given 23. Atomic number is given, no, you have to find. So let it be as Z, and number of neutron is given 12. It means Z is equal to 23 minus 12, which is equal to 11. And you all know that atomic number 11, the element is sodium and its symbol is Na. So it will be Na, 11 and 23. In this way you can find the atomic number, atomic mass or number of neutron. This all for today. Thank you. Have a very nice day.